we are looking at angles ahead with spatial angles. So actually how the ray moves from initial position to final position, that decides some types of the angles that we are looking at now. First is straight angle. So here if initial position and final position also of a rotating ray are opposite to each other, they are opposite to each other, and on the same line we say the angle formed is called a straight angle. So if we like that initial position O and one arm is OA, that is O ray OA, let's say its initial position, and it moved to final position as OB in a straight line until it becomes a straight line, then angle form will be like this, and this is a straight angle. So initial position is opposite to final position on straight line, so it is a straight angle. And here we have denoted as angle AOB equals to straight angle. Now next is complete angle. So here if a rotating ray after making a complete revolution coincides with the initial position, the angle formed is a complete angle. So if this is a first O, this is our initial position and this is point on the ray, so it moves or it rotates, so we'll say initial position, and it rotates in such a way that it coincides, this word is important, coincides with the initial position after making a complete revolution. So after making a complete revolution, its final position, which will be A B, coincides with the initial position. So this shows the complete revolution. This is known as complete angle. So angle AOB equals to complete angle. Then zero angle. Zero means nothing, representing nothing, that is zero. So here if initial position and final position of a ray coincides without without making a revolution. In complete angle we make the revolution, and here what we are saying, without making a revolution, we angle form will be, we say that angle formed is zero angle. So if we start with initial position O, and this is our first initial ray, initial position OA, and without making any revolution, the final position appears to be OB, and here there is no angle formed, so it's a zero angle. And last is right angle. So if the initial position of the ray OA is horizontal, so let's say if the initial position OA, this is initial point vertex, and this is point on the ray A, making it ray OA, and this is its initial position. OA is horizontal and it rotates to occupy vertical position OC. Then we say that the angle formed is a right angle. So if it moves in this way, let's say vertical, this is horizontal, to it moves in the vertical way, the final position will be denoted by O point on the ray B. This is final position of that ray, and then the angle formed will be right angle, and it is denoted by this way. Right angle triangle, right angle.